Hi guys, it's Granny Tana speaking. Welcome to this FS25 news video. In this video I tell you all about the new Farming Simulator magazine, number 8. Yeah, this magazine came out in between all the announcements about the new VR game and the upcoming Nexat pack, and therefore it got lost in a way. And yeah, and I'm very late with it because I had so much to do with my map. I still have, but I thought I should take some minutes to tell you about this, because then yeah, this magazine isn't a new one anymore, sooner or later. And it's quite interesting what they are offering. So it's already number 8. As you can see, this magazine comes out every few months for a few years now. And it is always very entertaining and informative for all farming simulator fans, I would say. And yeah, if you love to have a paper issue and you happen to live in a rather big town, maybe, I guess in America they will have it in bigger cities, but I'm not so sure. In Germany they have it in bigger cities, but not in the countryside. So, but in the bigger cities you can have this paper version. Which is very nice. Then you can put it on the table and look at it over and over again. And if you don't get the paper version, you can buy the PDF version directly at the Giants website. I'll provide a link in the description below this video with my partner code, and if you use my partner code, you would make me very happy. It's Oma Tana. And yeah, so first I read this blog article to you, and then I was allowed to show you the cover page and the contents. And I'm not allowed to show you the whole magazine, obviously, because Giants want to sell it. And that's understandable, I would say. So, that is what they're writing. Get the latest Farming Simulator magazine, issue 8, at newsstands in selected regions, including a goodie or digitally. On 52 pages, we present you with new mod and tech reviews, dev and content creator interviews, and more. Find the highlights below. So here we find some highlights of this issue. And later I can show you the whole content page. The print edition goodie is Polaroids with motifs from Farming Simulator games. So just some images that you can put on your wall, for example. And then there will be a review about Farming Simulator VR, this virtual reality game that is a farming game, but it is different to FS25. And it only works with the Meta Quest. So, and there will be a preview about Silverrun Forest Remastered. And there is an error in this magazine, because they say you can get it for free, download it for free at ModHub, something like that, but it is not yet out. So when they printed this magazine, they thought the Silverrun Forest would be out already at the time of the release of this magazine, but we still have to wait a little bit until the Silverrun Forest comes. But I guess it will come soon. So then there are mod reviews, the best mods of Farming Simulator 22, so the old ones. And a hardware review about the Meta Quest 3. This is one of the machines that you need to play the VR version of Farming Simulator. A vendor spotlight with Klaas, a Giants interview with Horia Serban, one of the developers, and a Giants interview with Eddie Edwards. And we already had a blog article with Eddie Edwards, and this is one of the guys who is working on the engine, and he specializes in console optimization and such. And there is a mod team spotlight with Vectorman. And yeah, I don't know about a mod team called Vectorman. I know one guy who is a modder, a famous modder named Vectorman, a very young guy. And I know him quite well. I met him several times. We talked to each other. And I even have an interview about Vectorman on my channel. And yeah, one of his mods is the Road Rage. Maybe you know this. Millions of people know this Road Rage. And he also made some other very sophisticated mods, vehicles that he built from scratch, and he is completely fantastic how he is building those vehicles. I'm very amazed of his abilities. Yeah, and they made a spotlight with him. Very good. And an influencer spotlight about McManus. McManus is one of the biggest German influencers. He makes streams on Twitch and has a YouTube channel, and he is already for a lot of years. He was already very big when I started with Farming Simulator. And there is a guide with tips and tricks and much more. And this magazine is available in 7 languages, and I have only seen the paper version in German and English. I don't know whether there are more languages for the paper version, but you can have the PDF version in all those languages. Here they say Germany, Austria, Switzerland, so all German, I guess, Poland, France, Spain, Luxembourg, Belgium, Italy, Sweden, Denmark, Czech, and the Netherlands. And it's available in English. They didn't say there's something. Also, then maybe you can't get it in America as a paper version. Yeah, and maybe even not in the UK. Oh, that is a pity. So maybe you should get the online version if you want to have it in English. And if you want to make me happy, you can use my code OMATANA for this. And here I'll show you the cover and the content page. I asked whether I'm allowed to do this, because obviously I'm not allowed to show you the whole magazine. Yeah, so here you can see one of the images or the artwork for the VR version that we had in the announcement of the VR game. And there we can see the class, which is a vendor spotlight. This is McManus, and this is the MetaQuest device that you need to play this VR game. And here they advertise for their Discord, and here we have the table of contents. And yeah, a lot of it we had already in the highlights, but there are some additional topics. The first 100 days of Farming Simulator 25. I find that very interesting. And yeah, they tell us about the all-time top 25 mods of FS25. And then they have an updated production chains poster. And that means, we had productions in FS22, and for that there was a poster available. I think it's also part of the collector's edition, maybe. And there you can see for all the crops that you grow on your fields, what you can do with them production-wise. So if you have the wheat, you can see, okay, you can take the wheat and put it into the grain mill, and from there it goes to the bread. And if you have the wool from the sheep, they can go to the spinnery. And this is a whole image with a lot of arrays and so. And I think that might be the most useful part of this magazine, because maybe you can remove it from the magazine and put it at the wall, and then you can always see, okay, I have this and that, what can I do with this production-wise? Yeah, then there are fact sheets and the interviews that I already told you about, and there they talk about the events that we have in FS24, in the end of FS24, and all the upcoming events for FS25. And this is also really interesting, because then you can see, oh, okay, they come close to where I live, and maybe I should mark the date that I can go there. The biggest event will be the FarmCon, obviously, this time in Austria in the beginning of July, and I will be there definitely. And then I know they will come to Hanover at the Agritechnica. This is not yet official, but I'm sure they will come. I can't imagine them not to come to Agritechnica. And I will be there the whole time and make a lot of video footage from all the machines. If you have been at Lama, this Agritechnica is about at least 10 times as big. It's really, really big. And therefore I'm planning to be there for the whole, I think it's 7 days. And in the first 3 days, it's only for professionals. And I say I'm a professional, and then there are not so many people, and I can get better video footage. Okay, that's about the events. And there are also some tips from the Academy, and it's about setting up multiplayer. Okay, so that's about the Farming Simulator magazine. If you want to buy FS25 or a DLC, feel free to use my code OMATANA. You'll find the link for the PC version in the video description. It doesn't cost you anything extra and supports me a lot. Now I wish you a wonderful day, thank you for watching, and all the best till next time. Tschüss!